Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. My love, he makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, one, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's walking alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And four, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Happy St. Patty's Day!
Oh, this is
Shiver
my
me
favorite.
timbers, mate.
Yes.
Hold it. St. Patrick's Day.
Shiver me timbers,
Shiver me
mate.
timbers, mate.
Ernie,
It's like a pirate speaking in Australia.
you question me, O'Neill.
Yes.
Irish. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my bad. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet O. Smith, and
Mick Smith.
Shaquille
It's
O'Neal.
Mick Smith.
Mick Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they'd love to get back on a winning track. 7 losses in their last 8 games. That is not going to get it done, and they know it. And tonight, we get to see DeAndre Jordan. Kenny's come a long way since being drafted in the second round back in 2008.
Man, I can't believe he's been in the league over a decade. That's amazing. Either you're getting old or he's
I'm not getting old. I'm not aging at all.
One of you guys are getting old. But he went from a project to an NBA All-Star.
Excellent defender, excellent rebounder. Most of his points come within 5 feet of the basket. Drafted in the second round, but guess what? Kenny's got the $200 million.
Wow.
Thanks for joining us.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Let's meet your New York Knicks starting lineup. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6", number 21, Damian Johnson. Starting at small forward, at 6'9", number 20, Kevin Knox. The other forward position, at 6'9", number 32, Noah Vonleh. Starting at the other guard, at 6'3", number 5. Starting in center, standing 6'11", number 6, DeAndre Jordan. A head coach for your team. Ladies and gentlemen, your New York Knicks.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Knicks here to defend home court, playing host to the Western Conference. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. Gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Lakers five right now. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Down low. And the basket by Knox. As we look ahead to the postseason, what shift do you think needs to be made mentally for these players, Clark, to be successful in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it's relatively simple, but it's profound. It's the attention to detail, the focus, the ability to absorb what's allowing you to win and then replicate it, or what's causing you to lose and then adjust and sustain that at both ends of the floor for the number of possessions you need to win the game. And that's really the challenge and the intensity of the playoffs. Locking in and sustaining concentration, effort, and execution at the highest level so you have a chance to prevail.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Smith following the basket by LeBron James. Smith the pass to Knox. Puts up a three. Kuzma pulls it in.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one over.
Count it. LeBron's got 8.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Pass to Knox. Lots of room. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for McGee.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the paint and stolen by Kuzma. Here's Caldwell Pope. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 6. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Look at Milwaukee. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Knicks, they just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
And I think for the Knicks, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their...
Oh!
Hey! Ooh, wow! And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And no doubt that the steal of the 2017 draft was Kyle Kuzma, taken 27th overall.
Hey, people get all hung up about where guys are drafted and how they end up playing either below or above their draft position. Hey, this thing is more art than science. We've seen it for decades. Guys fall, guys rise, and then production isn't commensurate with where they were drafted. Hey, more art than science. And Kuzma is a big-time baller. He just happened to be drafted later than he should have been.
The man don't wanna see me mad. What you do is you lost. Go ahead and call it cap. Hey, yesterday my mother called me. She told me that she will be by my food and what I eat. And I told her it's culinary. When I got no plans, sipping on it after dinner. You say you hang with the man. I see him when I'm in the mirror. Pull a meal. The day ain't even have to feel. Every day I just be sipping chamomile. That's a pill. Everybody show up 'cause they know I'm here.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA.
And you look at it, they've been running that fast break to perfection. Great quickness and stamina and the determination really to attack and look for easy buckets in transition.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with Coach David Fizdale. They did get a win in the last game against this team, but he told me we're facing a dynamite offense. We were lucky to get a win the last time. We need to have discipline and detail tonight and try to minimize mistakes. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Exactly. I mean, they've got to be the ones dictating the tempo and the pace. Keep the high-octane offense on the other side in check.
One shot, behind the lanes.
And that one misses. And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
They get a hand on it. Dotson kicks to Smith. And there's the pass to Jordan. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Knicks trail by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the middle. Here's Dotson. No good there. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Kuzma passes to Rondo. Goes up from the top of the key. He gets that one.
And from the opening tip, they've just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on. I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
To the middle. Here's Smith. Nails the baby hook. Smith's got 6.
I like how Smith goes right at the defense. Actually, I love his attack mentality. He's not shy about shooting it inside.
Here's James. Lays it up off the glass.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Smith gets double teamed. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Knox. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Here's Dotson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to James. Rondo's got his second basket of the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And they double up Jordan. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Kicks it to Smith. No good on the triple. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 17. Count it, good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
From 17 feet out, the shot by Vonleh, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Basket, good. James has got 20 points.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Wagner, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Caldwell Pope. Out to the right wing. Here's Trier. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
50-33.
Lakers leading by 18. Here's James. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Active hands and really good energy pursuing the pumpkin there. Great hustle by Kuzma.
To the inside, Knox. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
For Los Angeles, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. For the Knicks, Henry Ellinson's checked in for Knox, and Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Smith.
Shooting one.
Free throw good. Bullock. Clark, when you played some tremendous talent at the forward position, as you go back in your Rolodex, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer and was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
Boy, some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scores at that forward position.
Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Trier's got 6 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency, 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the basket is good. James has got 22 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Moutier. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Lakers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Cause we not them, no, we not them. I got a light skin and the Asian. Calais on the beam, meet the basin. Like a young bubble in a waist. But I'm really trying to see how the face it. Buy my chicken, my chalupas. Ayy, make her with the roof up. Ayy, backflip, make her do stunts. Ayy, in the get it tuned up. Touchdown, boom, shakalaka. Ooh, eyes on me, I see you watching. Ooh, we do what we want to. We come through. Ooh, we on it.
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that number 1 spot the whole way there. And checking out the Lakers, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And you know, for the Lakers, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And it's Thomas at the elbow. The shot, no good. Good D by James. Here's Wagner. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Here's Robinson. Second shot opportunity. The shot misses, so the Lakers will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
For sure. Agree with you there. They just didn't have it. Seemed like they were a step behind and out of sync.
Can they get it? Pass to Ellenson. Here's Trier. He's guarded by Bullock. Shot clock at 6. And Thomas with the stuff.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And he banks in the layup. Bullock's got 5 now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's LeBron. That one goes. Count it. LeBron's got 28 points for the game.
Well, we know Luke Walton comes from the Warriors coaching system, was an assistant there prior to taking this Lakers position, and known for his sharpness as an offensive coach.
Fires the 3. The shot by Trier, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Mike Muscala is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Lance Stevenson comes in for LeBron. And Hart subbed in for Reggie Bullock. New York shooting 43% since taking the floor today. And with the Lakers wanting to play more up-tempo, it makes sense to have Walton guide the ship.
Yeah, I agree with you because he's knowledgeable, played on some really good teams, championship caliber teams. I think as he grows as a coach and as this team grows together, they could be quite a group.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Trier. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. He's got 10.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
Here's Trier. 10 points for him. There's the three. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Rondo. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb and the execution even better.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Moutier kicks to Robinson and finished off by Robinson.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
The Knicks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
One shot, gentlemen.
And the free throw, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
1 second left, and the dunk by Robinson.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
And so it's Los Angeles, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
They've got Robinson, Trier out there with Emmanuel Moutier. Then it's Ellenson, and it's Thomas in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. It's Robinson, top of the key. Ellenson's shot is off, and it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Stevenson. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Back to Moutier. 3-pointer on the way. Rebound the Lakers.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. And Lance Stephenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And with Lance Stephenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just drops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope comes in for Rajon Rondo. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Knox. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Smith surveying the D. Down low, here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Kevin can't leave anybody open around Smith. I mean, he finds them quickly. Love his court awareness.
Here's Caldwell Pope. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Caldwell Pope's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The shot's good from Smith.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Stevenson drives in. We try to stop, hold down, combat great offensive play. Clark, in your eyes, what are the keys to great team defense to do that?
Yeah, there are a couple of things, Kevin. One is communication, attention to the detail of what you're trying to minimize or take away. Good offensive teams, you're not going to be able to take away everything, so you try to prioritize what you're going to take away. And then just a collective commitment to communication and to helping each other, because you can't do it at a high level by yourself when you're facing a really good offensive team. Everybody has to be on board and locked into what you're trying to get done defensively.
And he knocks down the first one.
When Lance Stephenson is focused, he's very dangerous, has a ton of talent, good, strong physical body, athletic, versatile. He does a lot of good things out there.
And Stevenson drops them both. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Dotson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Smith dishes to Vonleh. Keeps it alive. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Lakers have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Basket, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dotson the pass to Jordan. Smith outside. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Hey yo, the nuts landed, so back it up. Pass the mic, the big psych, the manufacturer, the architect, bringing you the art of wreck. You used to hate my clique, now you want a part of it. You coming with more hits, that funk like Parliament. Compare me to another's gonna lead to an argument. We fry you with straight from the River Army, tracks in harmony. My nut orchestra blowing fuses. Your amp can't hold this music, it's booming. I'm in my truck cruising, 97 tuned in. The latest news is nuts, new album is ruling. Yeah, first the nuts, you got a big chance of losing. Or confronting this union, so stop fooling yourself. Feel these, cause no one's gonna deal with us. What? No escaping this. No escaping this. Worldwide. No escaping. No one's gonna deal with us. Don't be humble, it's better to pull. Believe you eligible, get left like a vegetable. Then it's crazy and there's no escape.
Let's check out some stats for McGee. Over the last month, getting it done. Second in field goal percentage, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally. Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can.
Yep, it counts.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Hart, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. No explanation for giving up these wide open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
LA's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Caldwell Pope, rebounded by Knox. New York comes into this one following a loss to the Spurs. Here's Smith. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night. Here's Los Angeles now. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Smith, no luck. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Dennis Smith. The Lakers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And he makes the first.
And no secret here. This is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws. And they're having a great second quarter at the line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma comes in for Muscala. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Lance Stevenson. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. New York's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Knox misses.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Dotson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers.
LeBron James.
Here's LeBron. 28 points for him. It's rebounded by New York. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Dotson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. New York moving the ball around, and the dunk by Vonleh.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
He gets it in there.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Out left to the wing. Here's Dotson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Dotson's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first. Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
New York shooting it very well. 54% from the floor in the second quarter. Smith against Caldwell Pope. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee with it. His last outing with 20 points. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Smith on the wing. Inside. Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high-percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
And again, no good by the Lakers. New York shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And it's Smith missing.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
There's the 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And that one, good. 34 points for LeBron.
Yeah, just not easy trying to stop James. Lightning quick and superb at finishing while taking the contact.
Releases from 15, and James pulls it down. James has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher, and they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
Knox misses.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. So it'll be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope shooting. It goes on Noah Vonleh. The Lakers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. Wagner, he's checked in for JaVale McGee.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
The free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Caldwell Pope. He doesn't get the second one. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. Rondo's shot is good.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
To the right side. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. The Knicks shooting at 48% from the floor, looking good. Left side, Thomas takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Thomas got 7 points here in this quarter. James with a deep three, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. LeBron drives in and finished off by LeBron.
Guys, when LeBron is scoring like this, as a defender, it's hard not to throw up your arms and say, I give up. Just so hard to slow him down.
Now, Moutier, 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. That one a little long. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Buries it down low. James has got 45 points.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Yeah, and the confidence really at a high level. Very impressive. They feel like this game is theirs, dominating right now.
Here's Kuzma. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And stolen by Kuzma. Ball going up court. Here's Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's 15 points for Rajon Rondo.
And when Rondo gets going, the D is in for a long night. You got to prevent him from getting those rhythm looks early on.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 5 assists, and 8 rebounds. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, it's amazing. LeBron takes such a cerebral approach to the game. He analyzes each situation, knows exactly how much energy to give, and knows how to pace himself too, Ernie. And as dominant as he is in the first half, you better believe he has plenty left in the second.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out one-on-one. Maintain position one-on-one. Learn how to play basketball one-on-one. Things like that, Ernie.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot.
And James being aggressive, just terrific at getting by his man when he drives inside.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by LeBron. It's good. LeBron's got 49 points in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pass to Knox. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The shot's good from Smith. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell Pope, KCP.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's James, and another one. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And stolen by James. Fast break, the Lakers, and LeBron throws it down.
And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this one.
Well, you know, you got to give them credit. I mean, they flipped the switch, and they're not looking back now.
Jordan up top. Pass to Knox. The 3-ball. Drills the 3-pointer. Knox has got 9 points.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
Yeah, making his teammates better through his passing. Greg, you know about that because you did it. Great job sharing the ball.
Well, I appreciate it, partner. Always important to have somebody keep rhythm in the game.
Dotson, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The drive by James. That shot, no good. Jordan with some nice D. Dotson the pass to Knox. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Taking a look now at some numbers for DeAndre Jordan. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Lakers ball.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Lakers number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
The drive by James. They get it back. And Kuzma slams it in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 assists. Dotson kicks to Vonleh. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
And you got to get out in front of James in transition. When you don't, he will punish you with that speed.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Smith finds Jordan. 14 feet away. Knox misses. LA has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. The drive by James. Another one goes. Incredible.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Now the pass to Knox. Got it from 16 feet. Knox has got 5 points now this quarter. And the Lakers have possession. Count that one.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Mike Muscala is checked in for JaVale McGee. Lance Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Josh Hart in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
New York moving the ball around, and the dunk by Vonleh.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's James, and the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. He kicks it to Vonleh. It's stolen by Rondo. Fast break, the Lakers over Vonleh. Again, Los Angeles.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You want to be aggressive offensively, but at the same time, you need defensive balance so you can get back in transition.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg, by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
Dotson the pass to Knox. And it's off from three-point range.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around. Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
LeBron against Smith. Dotson. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Stevenson. Here's Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson.
3 points.
Stevenson's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Dotson. He's got 8. Passes it to Knox. Pass to Dotson. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Muscala. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Knicks have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Looking to end the run. Dotson gets the bucket. Dotson's got 4 points in the quarter.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. Trier, he's checked in for Knox. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Wagner's checked in. Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, Clark, some G League salaries on the rise due to two-way contracts.
Yeah, and I think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
The Lakers making a switch here. Bullock's checked in.
A lot of tough teams in this league, Kevin. Here's where New York sits right now.
The Knicks shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Here's Moutier. New York, no good that time either.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
And it goes down 2 points. Hart's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Trier connects from three-point range.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Again, the Lakers.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Here's Moutier. And again, New York with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Here's Hart. That shot off, and New York the other way now. Trier passes to Ellenson, and Ellenson throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
You said it, Kevin. He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Moutier looking around, and Ellenson throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Shoots from the baseline.
Lakers foul call. That's his third personal foul.
New York's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's Trier. He's got 16. Robinson kicks to Moutier. To the paint. Here's Trier. It's Robinson high post. New York moving it around. A second chance effort. And another shot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Knicks have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Line for your Knicks, Alonzo Trier. 2 shots.
2.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Hart. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Hart's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Pass to Wagner. And he drops it in from the low post. Wagner's got 7 points.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And Los Angeles guys shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
The Knicks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Moutier kicks to Ellenson. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. Wagner passes to Bullock. Over Moutier. And again, it's the Lakers. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Trier. 18 points for him. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Trier's got 7 now in this quarter. Goes up on the wing. Again, the Lakers.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
There's the pass to Ellenson. Kicks it to Thomas. The tray. The shot by Trier, no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Stevenson with it. Now Thomas defending. And that one's good by Stevenson.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
To the inside. And Ellenson, the bucket on the assist from Moutier. 6 points for Henry Ellenson.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
9 seconds left in the third. And here's Moutier. Over Hart. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Ellenson, Emmanuel Moutier out there with John Jenkins. Then it's Thomas. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Over to the wing. Ellenson with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Kuzma. Knicks with the rebound. Now here's Jenkins. Here's Cornette. Knocks down the three ball.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Down low, stolen by Stevenson. Fast break, the Lakers. Ingram's running, and Kuzma slams it in.
Put that throttle down. Love seeing Kuzma on offense play with so much confidence.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Moutier. Not a lot of room. Here's Ellenson, and Ellenson throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Moutier dishes to Ellenson. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. A pull-up. And it's off the back rim, no good. The Knicks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. To the middle, and stolen by Kuzma. And now Stevenson running the floor all by himself.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, then he's off to the races.
Well, excellent defensive instincts. I mean, knows exactly when to strike on this end.
Inside, here's Cornette, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Stolen by Stevenson. The 15-footer, again the Lakers.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Stolen by Stevenson. Fast break, here they come. Oh!
Man. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Kevin and Greg, I'm telling you, that is he's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Allen's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers. Clark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. Takes a little time, most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Good on the second free throw. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Shot on the wing. Kuzma can't get it to go. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Right side, Thomas. Pass to Ellenson. Allen surveying the D. And then Allen slams it in.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And Jenkins kicks to Allen, and it's Ellenson in the corner. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And it's good for 2.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Stevenson kicks to Chandler, unloads from 9, and he uses the glass on the layup. Chandler's got 4 this quarter.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Down low, here's Cornette. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
And the Lakers call time here. Average value of an NBA team, Clark, over $1 billion. And I can't even believe I'm saying that, but the league wasn't always so healthy and always thriving the way it is now.
Yeah, every business goes through periods of prosperity and challenge. The league, NBA, no different. Early 80s, there were real struggles and challenges. Then there was a real bump as we got into the late 80s and into the 90s, plateaued a bit, and now we're on a great ascension. But the players and the league have really worked well together to bring the league to a greater level of popularity and success in this time period now. And you can't discount the big money from TV contracts. That fuels the fire quite a bit as well.
Backflip, make her do stunts, ayy. In the tuned up, touchdown, boom, shakalaka. Oh, eyes on me, I see you watching. Oh, we do what we want to. Oh, if it's all we come close. Oh, we on it.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. LA's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Bonga wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Allen, 11 feet away, and too long on the shot. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Lakers. From the wing, and Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Chandler. Kuzma's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
It's deflected, but they get it back. Allen, that's good. And Los Angeles guys shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Jenkins, the pass to Ellenson. Allen outside to the middle. Here's Jenkins. Goes back up. Ball's knocked loose. Nobody near Allen. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Stevenson outside. Over Thomas. Another shot. The shot that time, not on target. And New York will come the other way. Now here's Jenkins. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And good that time.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. Reminds me of my days doing work down there. When you have this kind of positioning, scoring is simple.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Allen kicks to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Jenkins can't get it to go. Caldwell Pope outside. Baseline jumper. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Shots good by Jenkins.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
And knocking down a bunch of them, too. Outstanding shooting in this fourth quarter.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Allen outside. And it's Ellenson in the corner. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Hey, now watch out when Caldwell Pope is on the attack. He penetrates inside fast.
Pass to Allen. We seem to see a lot of players request trades in the media, but Clark, you have to believe some teams were blindsided by this.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kevin, that teams have been blindsided on occasion. I don't like to see players operate that way, but I also understand sometimes the frustration that leads them to do so. But at the end of the day, I think it's part and parcel of the environment we're in and the nature of the business of the NBA. Sometimes players just aren't confident in what they hear directly, so they take other measures to voice their choice or displeasure.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Jenkins kicks to Ellenson. Thomas, no good. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And it's in there. Kuzma's got 29 in the game.
Boy, fun watching Kuzma find a way to get out in the open court. The young legs on display there.
To the paint. Here's Ellenson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Kuzma. Can't hit that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Jenkins. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And here is Los Angeles now.
Yeah, he's a guy who looks for his shot often. He's energetic and outstanding at forcing the issue. Caldwell Pope is his name.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. A lot of super teams trying to form right now, Clark, in the NBA. Golden State, one of them. Talk about some of the sacrifices stars have to make, for instance, in Houston, when they join forces.
Kevin, that's such a great point, and one that's often just overlooked or underemphasized, the sacrifices you have to make to be a championship team. And usually that starts at the top of your roster with your best players. And sometimes they have to bend and mold their games to the people around them. So that's the hard part of it. Just because you put together a lot of talent, as we've seen, doesn't mean you're going to win a championship. So the sacrifices, the commitment, those are big parts of contending for titles.
Now here's Moutier, guarded closely. Robinson misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Bullock. The Knicks pull it in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Jenkins checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Muscala, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And it goes down 2 points. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Moutier. Tight defense on him, and the layup falls.
And you could just see the foot speed was an issue for the defender there as he just sails in for the layup.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Here's Moutier, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Moutier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
Really like the way they responded, making adjustments from that first meeting this year, which they lost, and came out tonight with a mission to finish off with a 1-1 season record against New York.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
And I thought the defense really looked lost out there, helpless. He had an answer for whatever they threw his way.
Inside, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And they pick up 2. And that's now 30 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner. But unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead. 24 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
They had not been playing very good basketball coming into this game. And that's when a team needs its star players to step up and stop the bleeding, just like he did tonight. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Bullock, solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Moutier kicks to Thomas. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stevenson drives in. Good.
Assisted, Mike Muscala.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Congrats on the win. Where do you go mentally when you're in the rhythm like you were tonight?
It's a zone you get into, and it's kind of unexplainable, and you try to go out there and you feel like it's nothing that you can't do. And hopefully the momentum just continued to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did. And not only did it open up for me, opened up for the rest of us too.
I know that's got to be empowering, LeBron. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.